Right now is first quarter moon in Pisces, headed towards the half moon in Aries on the 17th. Let's see what that energy means for you. I was going to do this reading a bit sooner, but then I got snowed in at my mom's and got trapped there. So here we are now. It took a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Hope that you guys are doing well. Happy birthday in advance, because your season is coming. So, yeah, stoked. Off with time. I feel like, hell, even Capricorn season is pretty lit, let's be real. So let's see. What can you expect moving forward? And what messages does Spirit have for you? Let's see. What kind of presents are you going to get for your birthday? Man, if I would have known, I could have used divination to find out my birthday presents as a kid, you know? Anyway, so we've got Arcturians, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, and concern. This is concern for others, concern for yourself as well. This is, if you notice, he is like kind of in this protective bubble, right? Like, he's close to this dude, but he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna let you right up in my, like, in my comfort zone. I don't know about that. Like, you stay over there. I'm gonna stay in my little bubble. So, and it's almost like you can be very close to people. You can be advising people. You can be somebody's confidant even. There's always an air of mystery around you, though, right? It's like people trying to figure you out. People are like, Aqua, what is going on in that head of yours? You're like, bro, I can't even put that in words. Like, so, yeah. Let's see why there is, like, this guardedness about you. Maybe you're just selective about, like, who you open up to, you know. Maybe you're very discerning, you know. You could be in that energy of just being very discerning. You don't want to just, like, be like, all right, well, here's all the deets on me. Like, maybe you've learned from past experiences, you know. Maybe there were situations and things that led you to be a little bit more cautious with what you tell others, you know. So let's see. This is another one of those readings. This happens every now and then, right? I feel like it's already coming through and I ain't even like pulled the tarot. The message is strong, brother or sister or other. So let's see. Alright then. Alright then. You're keeping something to yourself, bro. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. We have the Knave of Cups in reverse. So this has something to do with your feelings. And then we have the Knave of Swords in reverse. And this has something to do with your personal truth. So you're keeping something to yourself at this time. This is interesting. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you're kind of on the fence about working with somebody or opening up to somebody about some things. With the Magician in reverse too, I feel the sense of disillusionment, right? Like, because the Magician is the illusionist, right? And I'm feeling disillusionment. Like, you're not trying to do spell work necessarily, or you're not trying to, like, go out of your way to make something happen. It's almost like you're just surrendering to an outcome here. Uh, with the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy, I feel that you could be in rebirth energy. Like this is your revival, if you will. You know? I am seeing two energies here. So, roles can be reversed. You are the divine masculine sign. So, I'm probably going to read you from that perspective. Like I said, roles can be reversed. I'm just reading it like I'm seeing it, because these came out together. We have the Emperor, right? Divine masculine coming out. And this is, the Emperor is all, that's Aries energy for one. And that's all of the kings in the upright. The Emperor is a strong, driven, passionate, compassionate person, right? Somebody that is revered, somebody who takes action, somebody who's a strong leader, somebody who is driven by logic, right? And to me that screams, like that masculine energy that comes with Aquarius. And that's not saying male, female, and I would like to clarify, like in tarot, the masculine and feminine energies have to do with the left and right sides of your brain. It has nothing to do with what's going on down there, right? The masculine energy is just like, as somebody explained it like this, the masculine energy is the energy of doing. The feminine energy is the energy of being, right? So just to bring that clarity out with the Emperor, I saw the Emperor was looking at somebody, right? And who he's particularly looking at is this Queen of Pentacles, right? This is a boss, okay? A boss ass bee. And she's kind of like in her own thing right now. She's just like, okay, I'm over here catching my coins. This is Queen Pin. Very creative, very inspiring, very inspired. This is somebody whose wealth and abundance is procured through their skill sets, through their talents, through their divine feminine energy, right? So, like I said, roles can be reversed. Whether you're the feminine or masculine, you would know. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. So, with the Knave of Cups in reverse, perhaps this is the person that you are reluctant to share your feelings with. With the Knave of Swords in reverse, this is who you're reluctant to share your truth with. We'll get to the bottom of that. And also, like I said, roles can be reversed. We're going to figure out who's who and what's what. So, maybe that's what my next question should be. Which one are you? Who are you? Are you the one withholding the information, or are you the one that's focused on something else? Oh, yeah, whoever I'm reading for, you're showing up as a King of Cups. The King of Love, right? That's the Emperor energy. Like I said, the Emperor is all the kings in the upright. That's adorbs. Just saying. And with the Nine of Cups, I'm seeing wish fulfillment here, right? I'm seeing like getting exactly what you want. And it's through this kind of surrender, right? King of Cups is ready to make an offer. With the Hanged Man, there is an obstacle, right? And that's also confirming that you're showing up in this energy of, how do I come forward about this? How do I express feelings? How do I, and if this is not your reading, I have plenty of other timeless readings. This feels very personal, so very specific. So take it as it resonates, right? Don't try to force it to fit. Yeah, with the Hanged Man, there are obstacles. With the Knight of Wands in reverse in regards to your communication. Dude, I ain't never met no Aquarius that was scared to speak their mind. So I almost get the indication that there's a cross-watcher, especially with the Knight of Wands and the Emperor, hell of fire energy showing up. Just saying. You know, Knave of Cups though with the King of Cups could be a water sign. Just saying. Yeah, because we have the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Knave of Wands. Somebody is definitely like withholding a truth here, withholding some kind of information, which is whack. I'll be real, whether that's you or somebody. But with the Judgment card, I do see that somebody does, you know, like past judgment. There could be divine intervention where the divine's like, dude, you gotta do it. Look at the way he's holding this dude up. He's like, nope, 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 nope. You're not gonna run away now. You're gonna do the thing. So there's, you know, kind of this energy that like the divine is kind of pushing you, nudging you in a direction, and it might be uncomfortable, right? It might be. I'm gonna be real. It might be out of your element, you know? Aquarians naturally are not the best at expressing their emotions. And then when they do, because they've held it in for so long, sometimes it doesn't come out exactly the way that they want, or, you know, like, because there's so much fear of how it's gonna be received, because they're not used to that, you know? So, take it as it resonates. Then I have the Star card. This is your card. Aquarius, Aqua Gang. That's you, showing up in the upright. This is very spotlight energy, right? This is like you being in the spotlight. This is that light at the end of the tunnel. The light in the darkness, if you will, right? Stars give life, right? We know that because of what our own star does, right? The sun. So, yeah, dude, the Star card is standing in your power. This is really stepping into your sense of purpose, too. Very strong, like, humanitarian vibes, I would say. I mean, naturally, the Aquarians are the humanitarians of the zodiac, so that kind of makes sense. What's holding you back from this communication, or what's holding your person back if it's them? I'm really interested to see why, because like all the cards are saying there's something to be said, but I ain't saying it. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, King of Wands is showing up in reverse. King of Fire in reverse. Somebody does not want to say something, or they're scared to say something. Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius energy showing up. The only fire sign I haven't seen yet is Leo. Just strange, because they're usually dominating your readings. Temperance in reverse. You may feel like the time isn't right, or maybe you're afraid of like how it's going to be received, right? That's a big part of it. Let's clarify this temperance in reverse. Six of Pentacles tells me that you might try it a different way, right? You might try to like build almost like a financial partnership or like a business partnership. It's almost like rather than just being straight up and going straight into, this is how I feel, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what if I can still get the same outcome, but don't have to do it that way, right? It's kind of like, because I do see Six of Pentacles is a balance of give and take in a connection, right? This is like a positive tit for tat, if you will. It's like, how do I put that? It's basically that, like, yeah, there's a balance of give and take. It's a partnership. It's not necessarily a romantic one. It is a partnership, though, and it is a sense of, like, leaning on each other. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. Yeah, dude, there's this energy of, like, leaning on each other. Hold on. Maybe you're afraid of, like, messing up your friendship. The moon in reverse Pisces energy tells me that, like, yeah, a truth is not coming to light. That's what it's telling me over and over and over. There's this energy of somebody's withholding, protecting their own. But it's interesting because it almost feels more damaging to withhold it from what I'm seeing, right? With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing that, like, excuses, right? The opportunity hasn't presented itself. The things haven't lined up correctly. Just excuses. And, like, I wouldn't even know how to go about that if I tried. And maybe I don't need to. Blah, 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 blah. Then something crazy happens. Then, King of Swords, your energy also in the upright, King of Truth, right? The King of Communication, honest, blunt communication, right? It's coming through. With the sword, or the King of Swords and the Star in the upright, that indicates to me that you are definitely standing in your power, and maybe you feel that your sense of purpose is more important at this time. With the Fool card, I do see somebody taking a leap of faith, though. I do see somebody taking an action. Somebody kind of like, you know what? Fuck all this. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of being in my head about it. I'm tired of overthinking this. I'm tired of... Somebody is like, I'm just going to jump into the deep end of the pool, right? So what's your outcome? That's interesting. You ain't trying to control the situation. You're not trying to manipulate it into being what you want. It's almost like you're kind of surrendering in some ways with the Taurus, or the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. This is you being like, and the Fool card is Uranus, right? That's more Aquarius, Aries energy. You've got a lot of major arcana. With the Hierophant in reverse, it's almost like you're not trying to be domineering. You're not trying to be controlling. You're not trying to have expectations. You're not trying to push something into... You're not trying to force it, right? You don't want forced connections. That's kind of what I'm seeing. But is it forcing it if you're just expressing your personal truth? What's your advice from Spirit? do nothing. Ace of Swords in reverse, maybe, but why? Your advice is to do nothing, which is pretty much what you've been doing in regards to this. Why? Is that your advice? Maybe you're not the one that's going to take the leap of faith. Maybe that burden is placed on somebody else at this time. Let's see. Strength card, Leo energy. Like I said, Leo always shows up in your reading, dog. Always. That's your polarity sign. And opposites do attract. It requires somebody is being called to express their strength, courage, and bravery. And I don't feel like this is on you. I feel like somebody else is being called to this. With the Two of Cups, right? It's almost like this is part of their spiritual journey to become vulnerable with you, right? It's part of their spiritual journey to like open that door. Two of Cups is romantic union, right? Usually you would see a caduceus in the Two of Cups, which is, you know, representative of souls being entwined. Like soul ties kind of energy. And if you see, like, this lion's chilling here, and this woman, and she's just sitting there, she's like, I don't care, I'll put my whole hand in your mouth. I ain't scared of you, lion. You know, she's all petting him, and he's just like, ah. She's just like, what you gonna do? You know, and perhaps that is the aspect of your strength, is to be solid in knowing exactly what you want. But not necessarily being desperate for it, right? Like it's, I mean, you don't want to be in the energy of wanting, because that means that you're in the energy of lacking. You only want what you don't already have. So it's almost like when you do sit in that energy of like, all right, I'm going to not try to control this situation, and I'm going to let this individual like come towards me, like, then you're really allowing things to kind of unfold naturally rather than trying to force it. Forza. Alright, what else do you need to know? It's almost like at this point, like, you're being called to trust. We've got the Four of Wands showing up. This is the marriage card in the tarot, showing up right after the Two of Cups. Which indicates to me that this is a union that will be long term. Like, could get a house together, could get married, or just simply be deeply committed. And it's like things are just kind of falling into place. And it's interesting because Aquarians are the action sign, right? Like, you guys, when you want something, you go after it, right? You're not afraid to speak your truth. You're not afraid to own your truth. However, with this individual, things are a little bit different, right? Like, with this individual, it's almost like you're not trying to, it's like you know what you want, or you know, like, and you're already in the energy of having it. So if you're already in the energy of having it, then you're not going to be in the energy of pursuing it. It's almost like you're reverse manifesting. Like you're manifesting it by not manifesting it, if that makes sense. Like you're not going out of your way to throw all your intentions and all your energy into acquiring this. And somehow that's exactly the energy that brings it together, if that makes sense. Alright, what else do you need to know? Bro, you are hot. Okay, I mean, and I don't mean that just like physically. Like, you might be physically hot too. But this is showing up as you are an attractive energy, right? Seven of Cups. You have options, right? This individual probably knows that. Probably sees that you're kind of, I mean, because you've got the Star card and the Seven of Cups, which tells me people like you, right? They dig you. And perhaps this person sees that. It's funny because, like I said about those Leos always kind of coming into your readings, the Sun card came out. Now you have two Leo cards showing up around this. You could have heavy Leo in your chart, or you could be dealing with one. Take it as it resonates. With this card, guess what the Sun is? It is also a star. Like, this is also the energy of, like, though you are polarity zodiacs, you're both kind of spotlight zodiacs, right? I see heavy spotlight energy, and I'll show you what I mean by that, right? Like, and if you see, there's the masculine and feminine energies kind of showing up in these cards. We have the Knight of Cups also, right? That showed up right after the Sun. The Sun represents abundance, emotional abundance, happiness, joy, overcoming obstacles, overcoming that hanged man energy, right? And then we have the Knight of Cups. Somebody comes in with an offer, or somebody expresses their emotions. Cups is all about emotions, right? Knights are messengers. So somebody talks about how they feel. With the Justice card, Libra energy showing up, and this could be a karmic connection, but I don't mean like that in a negative sense. I mean that in the sense of you've known each other lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Who knows how many lifetimes? There is a soul bond there, though, right? Could, the level of soul bond is very subjective, so it's like only you would know, right? But I also see a restoration of karma here. I see, like, if you notice, this girl's sitting there and she has the Ankh in her hand. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then there's Thoth, the Atlantean, right here, and he's writing the Emerald Tablets. But you see, she's, catching this wisdom. She's sitting there witnessing that wisdom, gaining wisdom from Thoth. So, very beautiful. I like that. That's my deity. Yeah, I love Thoth. So, yeah, I feel that this is a divinely guided connection. This is something that restores balance, perhaps in both of you, right? This is something that leaves you both kind of feeling, I don't want to, like, at ease, or like everything makes sense in the world when, when this happens, when this, a level of comfort and joy and security in this connection that I'm seeing. So, I'm going to pull some Kali cards, my girl. So... Kalika Tantrika. Kali overcomes karma. Alright, that justice card. We literally just said this. Realigns us with our path when we have veered off course. Reverses the momentum of negativity and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. It may seem like your will is being thwarted or you're not getting what you want, but the goddess knows what she is doing. Her actions will benefit you. Trust. Kali Mahamaya. When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelations shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. And I feel like that's also that, like, protective barrier around you that showed up in the beginning of the reading. You are divinely protected, and that's really showing up in this, right? It's like, even if it was your divine counterpart, like, I feel that the divine would not let you have it until they are right for you, right? Because sometimes it's not the who, but the when. Right, going back to the Temperance card, and it's like that divine timing energy. Sometimes, you know, it could be the right person, wrong time, because they still have to reach a level of awakening or understanding or just opening up to the reality of your connection, you know? So, let's see. I want to see if Kali has anything else to say. Flowers in tarot represent abundance, right? The Sun card represents abundance. I feel that with the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles even, there is a lot of abundance between you. And that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that it has to be money per se, but it can be like energetically. There's like a sense of like emotional abundance when you are in each other's presence. We have Karma of Kali, right? And this is what I'm saying about the flowers. Flowers representing abundance. I'm seeing that. Karma of Kali. You are being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not be one of endless exertion. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart, is an act of worshiping the Divine Feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. And that is what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.